What is the Queensland bottle tree? The Queensland bottle tree, scientifically known as Brachychiton rupestris, is an iconic tree native to Australia. It gets its name from its distinctively shaped trunk, which resembles a bottle. The swollen base of the tree stores water, making it a drought-resistant species perfect for xeriscaping in dry climates. I find this feature not only fascinating but also incredibly practical for gardens that need plants to survive tough conditions. This unique tree can grow up to 18 to 20 meters, 60 to 65 feet, tall in the wild, but it is quite adaptable to various conditions, which is why I've even considered it for bonsai. See more 40 species in genus Brachychiton at monsteraholic.com. How to care for a Queensland bottle tree? Caring for a Queensland bottle tree is quite simple once you understand its needs. This tree is drought tolerant and prefers well-draining soil, which means it thrives in sandy or loamy soil types. If you live in a region with regular rainfall, you may not need to water it much, but in drier climates, occasional deep watering can be beneficial. Full sun is ideal for the Queensland bottle tree as it encourages healthy growth and vibrant foliage. In terms of Queensland bottle tree care, minimal pruning is needed, primarily to maintain its shape or remove any dead or damaged branches. Fertilizing once a year with a slow-release fertilizer is enough to keep it thriving. What about Queensland bottle tree bonsai? One of the exciting things I've experimented with is turning a Queensland bottle tree into a bonsai. The tree's naturally thick trunk makes it a standout choice for bonsai enthusiasts. It takes patience, though, as the growth rate of this tree is relatively slow, especially in a bonsai form. To create a bonsai, start by pruning the roots and maintaining a shallow pot. Regular pruning of the branches and leaves will help maintain the desired shape. When doing this, be mindful of the tree's root system, which can grow quite large in its natural state. A smaller pot will restrict root growth, contributing to the bonsai's miniature size. How fast does a Queensland bottle tree grow? Speaking of growth, the Queensland bottle tree has a moderate growth rate. In ideal conditions, it can grow about 30 to 60 centimeters, 1 to 2 feet, per year. I've noticed that its growth rate can be slower when grown in pots or as bonsai, as the restricted space limits the root system and, therefore, the overall growth. It's definitely a tree that requires patience, but the payoff is worth it when you see its distinctive shape develop. Can you grow a Queensland bottle tree in a pot? Absolutely. The Queensland bottle tree can be grown in a pot, although it does require some special considerations. I suggest using a deep pot to accommodate its expanding root system. Ensure the soil is well draining to prevent root rot, and position the pot in a sunny location. Potted Queensland bottle trees need more frequent watering than those planted in the ground, especially during the warmer months. However, overwatering should be avoided, as the tree is prone to rot if its roots remain soggy for too long. A light fertilization routine, along with careful monitoring of water needs, will keep the tree healthy. Can you grow a Queensland bottle tree indoors? Growing a Queensland bottle tree indoors is possible, but it's a bit more challenging. The key is ensuring it receives enough sunlight, so placing it near a south-facing window is ideal. Indoor air can be drier, so occasional misting might help, especially if the tree starts showing signs of stress. I've had moderate success with indoor Queensland bottle trees by using grow lights during winter months when natural light is scarce. What do Queensland bottle tree flowers look like? The Queensland bottle tree produces small, bell-shaped flowers that are usually creamy yellow or pinkish red in color. These flowers grow in clusters and aren't particularly large or showy, but they have a delicate beauty that adds to the tree's charm. The flowers usually bloom in late spring to early summer, and while they may not be the main attraction of this tree, they are a pleasant bonus. What about the leaves of a Queensland bottle tree? The leaves of the Queensland bottle tree are quite variable. They can be simple and lance-shaped or deeply lobed, almost resembling a hand. In my experience, the leaf shape seems to depend on the tree's age and environmental conditions. Younger trees often have more lobed leaves, while mature trees may have simpler, elongated leaves. The leaves are typically dark green and leathery, which helps the tree conserve water. What should you know about the Queensland bottle tree root system? The root system of the Queensland bottle tree is deep and extensive, which helps it access water in arid environments. When planting this tree in your garden, be mindful of its root spread, as it can impact nearby structures. I always recommend giving it plenty of space to grow, both above and below ground, especially if you're planting it near buildings or other trees. When grown in pots or as bonsai, the root system is naturally smaller, but it still requires careful attention to ensure it doesn't become root-bound. How do you propagate Queensland bottle trees? Propagation of Queensland bottle trees can be done from seeds. I've found that the seeds need to be soaked in warm water for 24 hours before planting to improve germination rates. Plant the seeds in a well-draining seed mix and keep them moist, but not waterlogged. Germination can take several weeks, so patience is key. Once the seedlings have developed a few leaves, they can be transplanted into larger pots or directly into the ground. Propagating from cuttings is less common and generally not as successful as using seeds. Final thoughts. The Queensland bottle tree is a fascinating and versatile plant that can be grown as a stunning landscape tree, a potted ornamental, or even a bonsai. Its unique bottle-shaped trunk, drought tolerance, and adaptability make it an excellent choice for a variety of environments. Whether you're interested in Queensland bottle tree care, propagation, or simply enjoying its natural beauty, this tree is sure to be a conversation starter in any garden.